Buffalo Bills need a slot machine. And what I mean by slot machine is a slot wide receiver. The Buffalo Bills last year really didn't have anyone dynamic at the position. I don't get me wrong, Isaiah McKenzie, even Khalil Shakir we're going to get into in this video, but how the Buffalo Bills would benefit from a slot wide receiver. And you even saw it last year, the moves that we had to make for Jamison Crowder, Cole Beasley. There is something that the Buffalo Bills are seeking on this offense to have a more dynamic slot wide receiver. So first, let's examine what the Buffalo Bills currently have on this team. Isaiah McKenzie. He has one more year left on this contract. What is going to happen with Isaiah McKenzie? Last year, we really had to depend on Isaiah McKenzie because Jamison Crowder went down. But McKenzie proved he can only do so much. He's not an all-purpose slot wide receiver. And that is really the theme of this video, is me wanting to find an all-purpose slot wide receiver. So finding a wide receiver in the slot that can just do a little bit of everything. He could beat you deep. He can beat you underneath. He could beat you in the mid routes. He could do a little bit of everything. Isaiah McKenzie is more of a underneath wide receiver. He's maybe a little bit deeper route runner than Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley was very shifty, something we missed last year. And I think Jamison Crowder was going to be that type for the Bills. Jamison Crowder, I think, really could have been that all-purpose wide receiver getting mixed in with Isaiah McKenzie in the jet sweeps, but losing Jamison Crowder was a really, really big deal. Now, what we need is an all-purpose wide receiver at the slot position. I know some of you are going to be thinking, Khalil Shakir, what are you thinking? Khalil Shakir, he had 2 receptions, 2 targets for 2 receptions versus the Bengals. We targeted Cole Beasley. We targeted Isaiah McKenzie versus the Bengals. Mike Hilton is a great slot cornerback, So my thought here, Buffalo Bills could very well be addressing the slot position in this year's NFL draft. So I started exploring, taking a look at what wide receivers would be perfect for the Buffalo Bills. Who could the Buffalo Bills potentially draft 27th overall in this year's NFL draft? And there is a player that I'm going to reveal in a second. But Khalil Shakir, is he going to be good enough to take that extra step for the Buffalo Bills heading into 2023? Interesting stat was posted 2 days ago in game-changing plays. Khalil Shakir actually outplayed Garrett Wilson. He outplayed Watson of the Green Bay Packers this year, and also Chris Olave. So I know he didn't get as much playing time and targets and everything, but the targets that he got, he made the most of. And we've been talking about this since Duke Williams was here and Kelvin Benjamin was here, about making the most of your opportunity, making the most of those targets, because targets are going to be limited. We got Diggs, we got Dawson Knox, we got Gabe Davis, right? You have to make the most of your opportunity, and Khalil Shakir is definitely making the most of his opportunity. Now, and you look at the stats here, Khalil Shakir is playing in the slot majority of the time. So about 60% of the time in 2022, Khalil Shakir was found in the slot. And then when Isaiah McKenzie went out, Khalil Shakir was in the slot 89% of the time. I think he is found a home in the slot position for the Buffalo Bills, but is he good enough? A 5th-round pick last year for the Bills. Is he going to transition fast enough for the Bills? And it goes back to Isaiah McKenzie being here for another year, buying us another year for Khalil Shakir to improve and for a potential rookie draft pick in this year's NFL draft. Now, the rookie that I am eyeing up this year for the Buffalo Bills, baby, he is awesome. He's from Texas. He played at Ohio State, not afraid of the cold. And the reason why I believe he's going to be there for the Buffalo Bills at 27th overall is because he had a hamstring injury last year, didn't see the field a lot, but he spent the majority of his college career in the slot position, and he's dynamic. Jackson Smith-Njigba, JSN, is going to be a Buffalo Bill, I believe, for the 27th overall pick. It could very well happen. Could very well happen. There's 2 other players that I'm eyeing up, 2 other positions. But, man, if we bring JSN here to the Buffalo Bills, he is an all-purpose wide receiver, slot wide receiver, to match up with Stephon Diggs, to match up with Gabe Davis, to have that all-purpose slot wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills, to finally open up this offense. That is what we've been missing. We've been missing this all along. It's going to bring out the most of Stephon Diggs. It's going to bring out the most of Gabe Davis, even Dawson Knox in this run game. Buffalo Bills are primarily a passing team. They are going to be passing the ball majority of the time. So it really makes a lot of sense. And you think about the Buffalo Bills defensively philosophy, we're more of a pass rushing defense because we believe in ourselves, running up the score, forcing other teams to pass, forcing teams to keep up with Josh Allen. Well, if we're going to do that on offense, we got to have pass rushers like Von Miller, Greg Rousseau, Boogie Basham, AJ Epinesa, all these guys. So it makes sense for the Buffalo Bills to continue with this high potent passing attack. Jackson Smith-Njigba makes a whole lot of sense. And I know the debate, can Khalil Shakir fill that role for the Buffalo Bills here in 2023? Is it going to be Khalil Shakir and Isaiah McKenzie in the slot for 2023? I mean, if the Bills want to roll with that, could very well be. And just have them betting on the progression of Isaiah McKenzie, having them betting on the progression of Khalil Shakir. So it could happen that they feel as though, even without Jamison Crowder, even without Cole Beasley, that Isaiah McKenzie and Khalil Shakir are going to be the guys for the slot and they go a different position. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. Is Khalil Shakir ready to take that leap to be an all-purpose slot wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills? Is he dynamic enough underneath? Is he dynamic enough underneath to make those incredible catches, Cole Beasley shiftiness type catches? Is Isaiah McKenzie good enough to make these chunk plays, deeper route running, 20-plus yard plays for the Buffalo Bills? Let me know in the comments. Hit like, subscribe. Check you soon. Go Bills. Peace.